Hi, welcome to Product Reviews. So today I'm going to do a review of a weed puller. This is a Somolux weed puller. I got it off of Amazon. I think it was $43. I'll have a link down in the description if you want to try one of them. I'm going to put it together real quick. I'm going to talk about what it's made out of and stuff just for a few minutes, and then we'll take it out in the yard and we'll try pulling some weeds with it. So here's the product. It comes in a real little box. The thing's 52 inches, but you just have to assemble it. So the assembly on it is going to be really simple. I've looked at it previously. I haven't pulled it out of the box yet, but so the head is supposedly stainless steel, which it looks like it's cast aluminum to me, but it says it's stainless steel. But it feels pretty substantial, so hopefully it'll hold up. And one of the things I liked, I looked at several different ones of these on the Amazon, read reviews and all that. And the majority of these, the head attaches to the whatever kind of post they have on it, and it's just got like a rivet or a screw or something in there, and that's the weak point of the whole thing. The reason that I went with this one is this thing is threaded. It's threaded here, and it's got two little arrows there, so you know which one. I don't think it really matters which pole goes in the middle, and basically you just thread it in there. So I think this is going to be a whole lot more substantial. This obviously is not going to come apart. It's got probably a good inch of thread on the head. The other thread, I guess you do have to put this one in because the thread's longer on this one. So you line the arrows up. So that's not going to come out. That's a good inch of thread down into that, so it's not coming out. So you put that on there, and then you got your middle post here, and you got two couplings. So you just put one of these couplings on, and the threads on those are probably maybe 3/4 of an inch or so. Still plenty of thread. That's not coming loose. They're not going to. It's not that it's not going to come loose. It's obviously not going to come loose, but it's going to. It should be pretty substantial when it's all put together. And I'm sure the reason for it coming disassembled is shipping. It'd cost a whole lot more than $43 if you had to ship it at the full 52-inch length. So I'll fast forward through this. This is just screwing all this stuff together. So here the whole thing is put together. We'll get rid of the box. So there it is. So the principle of this thing is you take it, you put this over the weed, you stick it down, you step on this, you press it down, and then you take it and you pry it back up this way, and you see right there it closes the jaws on there, and then it has a little bit of fulcrum off of this to help pry the weed out of the ground. So anyway, that's pretty it. It feels really substantial. I mean, it's not super heavy, but it feels strong. It's not gonna, I don't think you have to worry about it bending or breaking or anything while you're just pulling normal weeds out of a yard. So what we're going to do, we're going to go out in the yard, we're going to find a few weeds, and we're going to test it out, see how it works. Okay, so full disclaimer on this thing. The ground here is pretty wet. I've had a lot of rain, but we're just going to see how it works on an easy weed first. So basically what they say to do, just put the jaws on each side of the center of the weed, and you step down on the thing, and then you just peel it back. And that looks like it worked pretty good. So you spread that back out and pull it out. So there's the weed, and there's the whole root. I mean, the tip of the root is broken off down at the bottom, but it did pretty much what it's supposed to do. So it's going to leave a little bit of, I'm going to get just a bucket with some soil. That one right there wasn't too big, but some of these bigger weeds, you're probably going to have to replace some of your soil. But okay, let's go try and find another weed. Okay, here's just another little small dandelion, so let's just do that real quick. We won't talk about it, we'll just do it. Press it down, and it pulls it right up. There it is, pulls up with the root and everything. So I mean, you know, sometimes you pull in these weeds, you can get them up pretty good, but you break the root off and then it just comes back up from the root. So let's find a different kind of weed and see what it does. Okay, so here's something different here. So this thing is more of kind of a spreading type weed. I guess it's actually several different weeds. So let's just see what it does. We'll just go at each one of them. Actually got two of those. When this ground's soft, you don't even have to press it down. It it just goes in. So right there, there's the weed. There's the root system. There's the root system on that one. That's the one that just kind of popped up with the other one, but there's the root system on that one. So it works on those too. Okay, here's a clump of the Dallas grass. So let's give this a try. So that's the main clump right there. So I'm going to get around that as best that I can. And this may, I'm guessing this Dallas grass is, because the clump is so big, it's probably going to take a couple chunks. So that got the big mass of it, but there's still some left right here. This is the St. Augustine, and that's the Dallas grass. That's the main reason I bought this thing, because you can't spray chemicals. Anything you spray to kill Dallas grass will kill St. Augustine too. So the only way to do it is either spot spray it or to pull it. And pulling it just wasn't working because I never got the roots out. It looks like I got the roots. I got some St. Augustine stuff too. Jay, you can see there's the root ball. So we got that out. That's part of it too, the little piece that was left. So it looks like it got that out. Let's try that on one more little spot of that Dallas grass. Okay, so here's another clump right here. And it's kind of buried underneath the St. Augustine. So I'm going to expose it a little bit. Looks like that's the center clump right there. So we'll go right there. We'll just go down the middle, trying to get the mass of it out. And I got part of it. Looks like right there. Maybe I didn't get this whole center clump. When this ground's soft, you just push it in there. You don't even have to. Well, that worked pretty good right there. So there's the mass of that weed right there. So I'm looking through here. Honestly, that looks like, I don't know if that's, yeah, that's part of it too, but it broke that loose and that pulled right up. So all the rest of that that's left now is the St. Augustine. So I think it works pretty good. Well, overall, I'd have to say this thing works pretty good. I'm very happy with it. So I would highly recommend this thing. Like I said, it feels super sturdy. Now I would clean it good. I'm gonna take the hose to it, clean all the mud and stuff off of it when I'm done using it. I'm gonna go out and get some more weeds when I get done filming this. But anyway, I'd highly recommend it. The big clumps of grass, you might have to take 2 or 3 attempts at it, but it's still better than the option, which is digging them up with a shovel or spraying them, spot spraying them, and then killing your St. Augustine and waiting for the St. Augustine to grow back in around it. So I think it's a pretty good option. If you got a lot of weeds, especially a lot of dandelions, stuff like that, it's for sure the dandelions just pop right out with no trouble at all. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, and again, there is a link to this down in the description. So I appreciate it. Bye.